I don't believe that Suckerfree is a racist at all. So salute to Lush for trying to defend himself and almost getting packed. You can't be a racist when you're oppressed, when you're the person dealing with racism, because racism has to come from a place of power and privilege. I wouldn't do what it is, what it was. This is your boy Pocho of the Pocho Podcast. Like, subscribe, and turn on notifications and support a real one in the field. Today, what are we talking about? Suckerfree 104, hater world, but especially, and race riots, race, black and brown relations, Los Angeles. Real quick, rest in peace to Suckerfree 104, coming out of Lenox, California, you feel me? Basically West Los Angeles. Shout out, salute, you dig. And man, this is one thing that I hate about talking about people that have passed, is that like it keeps going and people trying to cancel people and when people are trying to uplift people, that's the time when people want to trash people. And I just say, dang, we got to be a little bit better and responsible on the internet. Couple things I want to bring up. Oh yeah, my bad. Real quick, Suckerfree, dope rapper, just lost his life through street violence. I'm not going to get into that. I already have a video. You can check that out. But back after that, people started hearing this song that he did many years ago in 2018 or 19. He was 19 years old, people. Please always add context. The problem with the internet is nobody adds context. This brother was a 19-year-old kid from Los Angeles, California, going through the judicial system, the jail system, juvenile, all that, going through race riots that he talks about on the Hater World. Shout out to the Hater World. Go check out Hater World's interview with Suckerfree 104 and also his reaction. And he breaks it down. And you got to add context. And even the Vato says, I'm holding a mirror to you. So don't judge me, judge the society. Same thing. Same thing Tupac was saying. You feel me? And he was basically saying, don't judge me, judge the society that we're living under. You feel me? Because I didn't create it. You know what I mean? Tupac talked about that. I didn't create this. You know what I mean? I'm just a product of this. And at that time, the elote ladies and all the like street vendors were getting attacked by predominantly black people, but it didn't have to do with black people, right? It just had to do with the fact that it was a black and brown community, and this things happen. You're in the streets with money and products, and people are starving, and you don't have the money for it. Some people are going to steal the candy. Some people are going to steal the food, but it doesn't mean that it has to do with black people. It has to do with poverty, and too many times we shoot the messenger. Like Sucker 103, he was the messenger saying, hey, listen to me. I might have to yell or say something obnoxious or say F these people for you to finally effing listen. There's problems going on in the hood. There's race relations that we need to work on. And our families are being robbed and scared to go make money, let alone dream. It's one thing to survive, but we want to thrive. We want to dream. We want to have hopes. We want to laugh. We want to be happy. Not just cry, depression, sadness, hard work, sacrifice, blood, sweat, and tears. Nah, man. It's like you see Mexicans and you just think that they were made to work. No, they want all the same things that you want, bro. So he's reacting to that. You don't know. His parents could be, until you ask him. And now we don't never know. That's the sad part. And that's another reason why I can't stand talking about the people that have passed, but because we can't ask them. We can only assume. And they say in that book, never make assumptions, bro. Never make assumptions. Always do your best. Be impeccable with your word, you know what I mean? And don't take things personal, that I do all the time. But back then, people were tripping on that, and sometimes it's sad. You'll get almost canceled. A couple times I got almost canceled and they found out it wasn't really that serious. You get more popular, bro. My views are up. My, situations in general are up in every situation. I almost just hit 1 million views on a Facebook, man. Y'all gotta check out my Facebook. It be cracking sometimes for you old fools. I don't believe that Suckerfree is a racist at all. And that's what his songs were. Desperate pain, trying to scream out to the world, saying, see me. You feel me? My story matters. Our people matter. We don't deserve just to work, just to get robbed. We don't deserve to always be in vulnerable situations. We deserve to live and dream and be part of the hip-hop community, So sometimes you got to bust your way in and then say sorry after. Later on, as he matured and grew up, what did he do? He got on the Hater World podcast, explained himself, said that he, been in race riots, but he was also cool with guys from 60s, from 40s, from Hoovers, from other neighborhoods, you know what I mean? And that, Yeah, maybe it was an immature move or whatever, but at the same time, it is what it is. And I like that he basically stood on it. And he's like, if you don't like it, turn the page. Yeah, I say the N word. I grew up like that. And respectfully, I do like that Blue Devil said, like, even though I know you, if you know Blue Devil, he doesn't like really that fools use the N word really. They're Chicanos. I feel him. I stopped saying the N word. I grew up saying it. It has to roll off your tongue. And if it don't roll off your tongue, it ain't. I stopped saying it because I think that if any one person is offended by it, why not just let it go? Use another word, whatever. Especially if it doesn't come from your natural culture. But Blue Devil don't really like that. So, but he was respectful and he told him, if your people mess with it, that it should be fine, bro. It matters if you mess with it, if you're friends with it. Who cares what the internet thinks? Who cares what other people think? You gotta worry about, your people, bro. And your people think it's dope, then you're fine. You know what I mean? And the other thing is we are very sensitive people. You know what I mean? Even me sometimes. So I don't know. I think that definitely in his passing, we should give the Vato a pass. But definitely there were on No Jumper, Brick Baby and Almighty Suspect trying to threaten Lush. Lush was being a little bit wild by saying like, oh, it must be AI or basically being an apologist. There's a lot of people when they're racist. There's a lot of people that will apologize for them. They're called apologists. And they're basically trying to make excuses for them. You could even say this video is an apologist video for Suckerfree. But I don't think so. I'm trying to take a somewhat analytical, fun look at this idea that if a young brown kid saying the N-word in his music, growing up with blacks, having conflict with blacks and talking about it, his frustrations on the mic, being disrespectful as gang members tend to do, bro. These fools are not church boys.